as I mentioned, you might be one of the lawyers to do that. Is it saying you're up to? Or?
Potentially. I don't know.
Anything that was your cup of tea?
Another name has been brought up that I need to. I've heard that he doesn't like him and is also a lawyer, but I don't know. But someone who's uh, equally as willing to scream at somebody in court is Kyle Pred, and I've heard that, Pred fucking hates Max, but I could be wrong. And also, Pred isn't the most fucking trustworthy either. So I don't know.
That's what I said, but
Yeah.
I think he's a wild dog. If you put him on, if you give him a scent.
Yeah.
So if he's got a reason to do it, he'll do it. But he's got to have a good reason. That's all. Whether it's money or if he hates the bloke, then. What the hell was that? I haven't had that house. Who lives across the street?
Over there, I have no idea. I know that. I mean, obviously, they've been coming in and out of there pretty frequently, but I don't know who exactly that is. There's too many eyes here. I'm. This is incredibly frustrating.
Listen, in situations like this, the easy way is likely going to be the club's way. Don't do it the easy way.
Yeah.
Let's do it the right way first.
And if that doesn't work,
Yeah.
We can talk about that if it gets there, but let's hope it doesn't get there. I was shown to Etta, but this family's got to come first. If the city crumbles, which it might, we just got to make sure that we come out of it this time. Fuck the council. It's family first.
I think you'd be surprised how much the club agrees with that very notion.
What did I walk into? I'm sorry.
We're just discussing all of this, and with everything that's gone on, with all the people that are involved, uh, Richard is reminding me to be doing things the right way, and I agree. And you've also told me the same thing, Flop, to keep a level head, even though there's a lot of me that doesn't want that right now, but that's just because I'm angry. And I agree.
You have valid emotions too, so.
Well, I know. And yeah, I agree that going about it in the long way is good. But when I've had very long time ago, and this was again when I was a cop, the system failed me. This was before I knew any of you. And what I'm saying is that I will put family first. Period.
Mm-hmm.
I have no issues tempering myself. But that only goes on for so long, I think. Sort of a, last resort.
I get it. I hate using this phrase because unfortunately I've had to say it a lot recently, but there is a time and place.
Mm.
And it's just knowing the time and knowing the place and knowing if it all lines up.
Mm-hmm. So I'll be honest. This thoroughbred, and this isn't coming from me, and I don't know details about anything else. But he has a queue of people that are very upset with him, and they want to do something about it. And it's not even. There are names that I don't even know that are upset with him in that way. So all we really have to do is bide our time, I think, and work on impeachment things, and that is where my head's at.
I'm going to say this. If impeachment fails, and this is a huge stipulation to how I started this conversation. If impeachment fails, people need to learn how to walk away. That goes for everybody. There is no way that it's going to happen a second time for Max. But I say again, the man's got nothing to lose. Literally zero to lose.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that an ex-terrorist is right now running an entire island is already a bigger pleasure treatment for that man than he ever fucking deserved.
Mm. Mm.
He's scratching into fucking everything. What the hell?
Hmm.
The only reason that Etta is even doing this again is so that she can be standing there when it does go through. And if it doesn't go through, then she won't be standing there still.
I read the stipulations for impeachment. There's a few different things that I think that can be brought up. It's just a matter of getting them concrete.
Yeah. The only thing that concerns me and did concern me was when I spoke at it earlier. I told her to jump ship.
Hmm.
And
Flop.
her response was just that she was afraid that if she did, it would appear that she was giving up.
Hmm. I mean, you don't drop your badge when a group of whoever does whatever they plan on doing. She feels it is her position and her duty to and her responsibility.
I get
So,
that. But the point that I made is that in my job description, I took that risk. When the risk is coming directly from your boss, very different story.
I'll take care of it if I need to.
Okay.
hey,
You can come over.
Yeah, scoot in.
Hi.
Hi.
Are we staying here? Or are we going inside like smart people?
Yeah.
Probably
As much as I'd love the urge to shoot 2 people today, I think one's enough.
It's okay. Me and Ed just bought guns each.
Yeah. Make sure you understand standing
We should buy a gun.
You coming, Dad?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Three corrupt cops. What the hell? Who's corrupt? Tell me now.
How do I not have my own fucking?
I don't know how you have a key.
We can get you one cut, sweetie. I'll get you one. I think it's like $3,000 for the key cutting thing. So
This is why we need this little.
No, I think
area.
I don't think Doc's gonna dump anything on Matt anymore. I think it'll be more interesting for Doc just to not tell Matt anything. And eventually Matt will come to Doc and be like, hey, what the fuck, man? Why didn't you tell me any of this? And Doc's like, I've tried to tell you things 1,000,000 times, bro. And we never get the chance, so I just stopped trying. What do you want me to do? I think that'll be spicy.
You okay?
Yeah. Keeping an eye out.
I got you. I still want you to be involved in this conversation.
I believe I'm being stalked.
I just want to
can.
confirm that the front door is locked. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go double check.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bro,
Also,
no.
in every department now. That's
Mm-hmm.
Who are you with it, John?
it was me and Philippa. We were in the staff room in the back of the hospital, but first was there with Siobhan. Remember, I told you. First
Do
and
you think
and
this is
Siobhan.
first?
I'm 100% positive at this point. After him saying that, because I made it a point to tell Philippa, because they were whispering in the corner when I came out of the ICU, and they immediately like stopped talking.
Let's just
And then like 5 minutes later, I got the first text messages. And
not-
you showed up first because I called you, and then you called Duncan.
And if you called Duncan,
You did,
and
I
he
thought I
could-
called
he
Duncan,
could-
right?
No, you did. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is that you called Duncan? Like I called you, and then you called Duncan, and that's what it said in the text message.
which means
First-
probably listen to your phone call.
My phone call?
Or
Yeah.
they were just watching the hallway that I went down to talk to Philippa, and they were watching to see who went down that hallway too.
Okay.
So, or yeah, I mean, he could have very well been listening to phones in the hospital. Although, why you would want to do it in the hospital, I don't know, because everybody and their mothers are on their phone in there. But
Let's set a couple boundaries. There is no talking about sensitive anything on the phone to anybody.
agreed.
If you hear from an anonymous number or something comes up, I'm going to tell you for now that I don't even have the information, but get in contact with Duncan directly.
Okay.
He knows more than I do,
Oh, I just had an idea.
but make sure
Yeah.
that everything is being notated down. And
I'm
is
going to
getting
be telling
submitted.
Nakota about this as well.
Mhm.
Just because he's leading the investigation into the impeachment. So,
I have an idea.
yeah.
But you're not going to like it.
Oh.
I want to come up with something here and now. A piece of information that we all agree on that isn't true. But it's serious enough that first we'll run to Max and tell him, and he will act upon it. So that if we
Flop
are...
disowned me.
No.
It's
Easy.
too easy.
That's actually
No, yeah.
I think it's,
that's not a bad
No,
idea. Actually,
it's too easy because it's...
I think it needs to be more private than that.
I think it needs to be private. I think it needs to be more of a... It needs to be more of a rumor. It doesn't need to be something we act upon. It needs to be something we talk about. It needs to be something that if I'm having a conversation with somebody, that first can overhear and he can go and talk to somebody about, right? It needs to be something about the family, about you, Etta, probably.
Yeah.
That is spicy enough that he can text you about, that we can then confirm, okay, it's 100% him, but we kind of know it's him already. So maybe we need to come up with something that we can use against him in the long run.
I think you should talk to Nakota, and I think you should do everything in your power. I'm going to assume, if you are right in your judgment,
Mm-hmm.
that this is this guy, this ass hat.
Mm-hmm.
Give me 1 second. Duncan's calling. This better be fucking important. Hello? Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's funny you ask. When I walked into the hospital and I had gotten out of the bed, prior to me leaving and then being called back there, prior to me talking to you, I did run into Siobhan, who was riding with somebody, and I did run into a couple other people who were masked up, but nobody that I was aware of or who I knew.
Thank you, Rhea.
The only person I talked to about that entire thing was you, and that's still set in stone. I have not spoken to anybody. There's a reason I delegated it to you. Is when I wanted nothing to do with it. I cannot, based on the location, I cannot have any knowledge of it, essentially. One second. Let me walk over and ask somebody. Hey, Dad, what does FAO stand for?
For the attention of.
For the attention of. Thank you, Dad.
You're welcome.
Only I get to call him.
What
Oh
the
my God.
fuck?
What the hell?
Listen, I'm sorry.
Jesus.
I needed to
Sweetheart.
lighten the mood. I had to lighten the
Jesus.
mood.
Oh my God, I'm gonna
Oh my
vomit.
God.
I'm sorry. I needed to laugh. I'm sorry.
It's like an ice cube.
Oh, you remember that?
Oh my God.
You know, that was my first interaction with Flop ever.
It doesn't
The first
surprise me.
conversation I ever had with Flop was about him and ice cubes in his ass.
I'm very sorry to hear that, Sean. Didn't he just say no important conversations on the phone?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's Duncan. Duncan is the one currently. He's the one in charge of my stalking report. So
Okay, but let's just think this out for a minute.
What about the thing you said earlier, sweetheart, about you becoming treasurer and that this is all the interviews are just for show?
I mean, we could.
So that's
That I've
gonna,
already been reinstated and that
yeah,
the interviews are just a formality because that would
that would go straight
that
to
would
Max.
yeah, and it would piss Max off.
Wait, so why do we think Foch is doing this?
Because so Philippa and I have noticed him reaching out. Well, he has always reached out to us constantly, wanting our views and opinions on things. We've both noticed him spending a lot of time uh around Max and Siobhan. He lurks around City Hall all the time, even though he has no bar license. He just kind of stands around at the MDT desk and eavesdrops, honestly. After the election, he was circling around a lot of people who were kind of standing in circles talking. Um, and then he walked up to me. I didn't even recognize him because he's become this uh, emo mockery of Damien Tinkerman because apparently he's incredibly bitter that Damien has a bar license, but he can't get one. And then there have just been
No,
I'm
but
trying to
why?
think.
But why do we think he's doing it? Do we think he's doing it like for Max? Do you think he's being
Why
paid to do
he's
it?
doing it? I mean, possibly. It's very possible. Maybe they're promising something that they can't deliver, like they might be doing for Santino. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, after tonight with him being at the hospital with Siobhan, whispering in a corner, and then me getting those text messages, I know that he's been heavily involved in news for a very long time. So he would have access to, things that Max and Siobhan would find most useful.
Okay, so let's think.
If what you are saying is true.
Okay, so let's think about this for a second. Let's make some broad strokes here, some broad assumptions. So Max hates your guts, Etta, right? Wants you gone, right? He knows First has access to this equipment, so he asks First or hires First to stalk you and get information from you and target you and send you text messages to freak you out and stuff like this, right? Both for information and to put pressure on you, maybe to get you to not interview again, right? But so then that makes sense. That's a motivation. But then Forte, what's his motivation with Forte? Because why is Forte like asking flop questions about the family?
Like I
That's
said, I think it's his recording label.
no, but
They're probably promising him, that they'll push it forward because they have to approve the business.
no, but what information are they trying to get? Because he's not asking questions about you. He's asking questions about the family.
Because
Maybe
he
it has
knows
to
that
do
my
with Ziggy
family is
and
everything to me.
ADMC, but it could also be.
I mean, it
about
could be ADMC,
Solomon.
yeah.
It could be Solomon too, and there is that connection with Ziggy and Solomon
is true.
already. So it might not only just be Etta.
That is true.
I'll be honest. It was one of you guys needs to find out the why from Santino. I don't think that I can be the one to hear it. I don't know how I'd react, and I don't want to do something stupid. So
I thought you had a pretty good relationship with him.
that's the problem. I mean, Etta knows this, but the day that we had our talk, Richard, and it didn't go very well, I came back here and I was pretty upset or whatever, right? And I talked to Etta, and Forte happened to be here, And at the time, I didn't feel very wanted um, in the family, and I had started just thinking about myself and how I had treated Forte up until that point, because we're all very guarded here, understandably, frankly, with all of this, but we're all very guarded here, and I sort of pushed him away because of that, because I was unsure of who he was and why he was doing the things that he was doing. But in that moment, I was very vulnerable, and I asked him. I said, do you feel like, or do I make you feel unwanted? And he said, yeah, and we had this long back and forth. So I in
Fucking
that
hell.
moment, yeah, I thought that me and him had grown close in that way. But now I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure if that was genuine at all. And again, if I hear the why for why he's doing all of this, and it doesn't, you know, if it isn't up to par, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll be honest, because not only has he uh, gone back on my trust, but he has put the entire family in the scope of someone who could hurt us physically, mentally, emotionally, financially, career-wise, in so many different ways. And if I speak, I am in trouble.
I think it should be you.
No. It
Yep.
it really shouldn't.
Yep, I
No,
think it should.
No. I
Can
don't think I
Hold,
don't
hold
think you
on.
understand.
I'm stepping in. Can we please get fucking married? Like today?
No, absolutely not, young man. You are not doing this twice. You're not doing this twice. Your
But
father's
we're
not here.
I don't think you.
Matt
I
is
don't think
not
you.
here.
Well, you better
That's
contact
true.
him. I'm gonna tell you something. We have a 21-day grace period. I do not want to have to sit on the stand.
Oh my god.
Holy
That's
shit.
not why you get married.
No,
That's-
that's not why you get
that's-
married.
It's
Come
already
on.
official. The
Okay,
state
that's
doesn't
fair,
recognize
that's
it.
fair.
The 8 years has been recognized.
That is fair.
That's a good point.
No, because Ziggy is not going to do anything.
Here's the thing. I'll be honest, Richard. It is with everything that has occurred and everything that is being implicated. Like I said, if I hear the reason and it is not up to par, I know that I'm going to see red, and I don't want that to happen. So me distancing myself is me tempering myself, frankly.
I really wanted to do it.
I know that it would be good in your eyes for me to have that direct confrontation and to be able to handle myself in that situation. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, I will not. I would not know how to.
I think that, the best person who knows Ziggy and his limitations is Ziggy. And if he does not trust himself to have that conversation, I think that we should
get married.
respect that. Oh.
Yeah. I mean, I think Etta put it better than I did. I know myself, and I know that it.
Trust me. I mean, y'all have all heard me say some really crazy shit when I'm emotionally charged, and that's just me saying things. But I wouldn't actually do them. So it's just best to avoid situations where you may do or say something that you can't take back. So I am, yeah.
Is you being pregnant too much of a rumor to spread?
Yeah.
Done.
Oh my god.
That's
just
some
don't think
pretty.
it
That's
would-
some pretty big
it
tea,
wouldn't-
right?
People would
Okay.
shut it down immediately with this city.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
It just wouldn't fly.
Great.
We
We need something. because it's clear that if Max is asking Forte, is getting Forte to ask, hypothetically, if Forte is asking Flop about the family stuff, so whether that's about Ziggy, because if he's saying I know everything, if he's on about the Ziggy situation, if he's asking about that stuff, and then we've got Boss looking into Etta and that stuff, then it might just be, I don't know, we just might need something a little bit different, that anything that could end up in your text messages can confirm it for us, right? So it can really be anything that's spicy enough. It doesn't really matter, as long as if we see Foz, we can just have a conversation near him and be like, oh yeah, you know, Sean and Etta are having problems recently. You know what I mean? Just a little thing we can just throw in a conversation, right?
Oh,
That's good, actually, I think.
Yeah, and as much as I, oh God, I hate
Wow,
to
you
say
said some
it,
cool things. I didn't hear what you said at the end there, Dark. I'm sorry.
Forte, with the way that he hits on me, I think that.
I might have to kill him.
Okay, let's not go that far, baby.
You want to do that then? You
But-
okay with that?
I'm okay with it if Sean is.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
Don't
Yeah.
make it dramatic. Just be like, oh, you know, Sean and Etta just been having a couple, maybe a couple fights here and there, a couple raps at home. Things aren't going too great. You know, maybe the marriage, you know, I don't know whether you've announced that anyway, but
No.
just something like
No.
that. Just things aren't going fantastically. Yeah. Just if you're near first, and even if you have a conversation with him and it gets personal, just you could, I don't know, just slip that in there. And if it comes back to Ed's phone through that text message, then that's 100% confirmation.
Confirmation.
What's the hook here? What's the lie?
that Sean and I are fighting?
Oh, okay.
That's it. Simple. Okay.
So we let it slide to first or to Forte.
I think we only do this. This is only to do with first, I think.
Yeah,
First,
I think
okay.
first, because Forte.
Keep it limited because we need to.
Yeah.
Let's use this is a
we have
controlled
to
experiment,
control,
right?
Yeah,
The thing is
that's
that-
why I brought it up.
First is going to convey it at face value. Forte is going to convey it at face value and then give his interpretation of it.
Yeah, Forte
Yeah,
we need is
so-
its own separate thing we need to deal with.
We'll weed out one rat at a time. So we'll do first.
Mhm.
Well,
But
okay.
don't
I
just
hate
talk to
that.
anybody about this. But like,
Yeah, no.
if you walk past first, just be like, oh yeah, you know, if you don't make it obvious, please. You guys are smart. Just
Right, yeah.
and if you do manage to do this, let the rest of us know in person somehow.
Yeah.
So that we don't do it like on the same day. I might be
Right.
making this complicated, just so that we're
Should
not
we have a
like.
code word? So we can talk
Ooh.
in person?
Pineapple.
you mean?
No, something that's not pineapple. Everybody uses
Sorry,
pineapple.
sorry.
I remember a long time ago, it's a common word, but it's not common enough to where we would.
Come.
I
hate you so
I remember in a
much.
hostage situation, a bunch of cops got together beforehand and were like, "All right, we need a trigger word. If somebody says it, we shoot the guy." And it was coffee. You could just say, in passing to one another, you could just say, I need to go grab a cup of coffee or something like that, and that's casual enough for people to brush it off, but it's significant enough for us to hear it and be like, oh, okay.
Okay.
But
So
we have to remember that.
I hate it, but I will comply, given I'm the only British person in the family.
Oh,
Your
yeah,
true-
sweet.
No.
Yeah.
coffee.
Okay.
So if
Coffee.
anybody says
Coffee.
let's go grab a cup of coffee to someone else, it means okay, shit's happened. Let's go talk. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Sorted.
Put in
Yeah.
like a sentence. Don't be all
Yeah,
inconspicuous
yeah.
and just be like coffee.
Yo, Flop,
Coffee.
coffee
Yeah.
now.
Coffee now. Coffee.
Yeah. Hey, I think we should go grab a cup of coffee. Easy as.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easy as.
Oh.
Okay.
That's fine. I can remember that.
Also,
That's easy.
one thing for you cops, if you're ever in a hostage situation, use 1096 and I will know what that means, okay? Yeah. If you're like in a car with somebody and they've got a gun to the back of your head, you say, yeah, I'm out on a 1096. Because the criminal's never going to know what that
Really?
means, but I'm going to know what they mean.
Oh.
You guys
What's
are,
the 1096?
it's a mental subject.
Oh.
I used that once when I got kidnapped and it saved my life.
No, that's really
Nice.
good.
That's actually huge.
Lizzie
gonna remember
Bone
that.
kidnapped me when she was having a beef with Matt.
Oh.
God damn. Okay.
Yeah, and she didn't know what it was, and then she actually, I think she liked it so much that she started using that as like her nickname or something. I think she changed her license plate to like 1096
Okay.
because she's crazy. She's
typical
actually
Lizzie,
she's
honestly.
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, I get along with her, but yeah, no, I definitely see her doing some crazy shit
Yeah.
like that. Okay. So just full transparency, like I said, I'm going to be discussing some of this with Nakota as far as like my stalking situation. And then of course, you know, the stuff at the hospital with our suspicions, because I'm sure Philip is probably going to talk to him as well. And then I'm just going to give Philip a heads up to, you know, keep an eye out for him and to not, you know, divulge anything important or
Details
if
off
he's
the
in or
phone,
around.
face
Yeah,
to face, nothing around him.
exactly. Exactly.
Are there
And
any
I think our
notable
phone
vehicles that
calls
the
are
shitbag
gonna be
drives?
less as well.
Sorry, what was that? Maple? I didn't mean to talk
Uh,
over you.
We're just gonna have to talk on the phone less if we're gonna
Yeah,
play this
a
up to.
lot of face-to-face conversations.
I need food.
You're starving.
You know what's crazy? I left the PD and I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to grab 20 bags of chips because this is bound to have someone forgetting food.
Thank you.
Oh, nice. Okay, good. Thank you.
My 7 bags are down to 7. Or sorry, my 20 bags are down to 7. But does anybody need 8
Yeah,
bag of
my
chips?
30 candy bars are down to 7.
I just ran out of my 20 bags of chips.
I did not expect to still be awake at this point in time.
I know,
Yeah.
baby. I'm
Me and Etta were literally going to bed, and then I heard the
Yeah.
door open, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Host!" And now we're
Yeah.
here 3 hours later.
Sorry, guys.
No,
Yeah,
you're good,
we attacked Ziggy in our pajamas. He was like, "What the fuck?" And then he sees the wall and he's like, "Oh no, it's too early for this."
I like that when you called, you said, no, you don't understand. And you know what?
Mhm.
I didn't understand.
No,
I thought I did.
you really didn't.
I thought
you really
I
didn't.
was all caught up, but it turns out
No. Nope.
Yeah,
I should shut the fuck up.
Everybody's reaction to the wall is kind of great. I kind of want to leave it there for a little bit.
Well, I was going to suggest before we all take off, or at least before I take off, suggesting maybe ripping down the post-it notes just to be safe.
I need to write it all down.
That's fine.
Would anyone like to make a small donation of around $12,000 to Ziggy's gun fund? Because I can't afford it.
I just spent $14,000
Yeah.
on a
Fuck.
gun and a mag. I
There's some more
have
money,
no
Ziggy,
money.
yeah.
It's fun. I haven't been working the past like week and a half because of all of
Where
this.
did my 10 grand
Yeah.
go that I gave you?
I'm down to 17.
The 10 grand went into the gun license that we bought. Do you not remember?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I can't afford a fucking gun.
I started
okay,
today at
so-
$47,000, and I have 3.
Oh, fuck.
Question. Since the whole Forte thing is agreed upon, is Maeve also included in that since she is
I just think
constantly
anybody associated with Forte, if he's gonna try and be a nosy prick,
yeah.
put simply, I think anybody who he associates with just
So
be mindful.
She was literally parked across the street from the house, just sitting in her car the other day.
So Maeve
I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like that
Okay.
either.
Maeve
What
is
the hell's wrong with
someone
Maeve?
who worries quite a bit, and she tries to check in. Frankly, Forte does not deserve Maeve, but she, worries and does her best to check in all the time. But at the same time, it doesn't really matter because she is the most I can fix 'em girly that I have ever met.
Ew.
She
Also, a
can't-
therapist
no,
that
she
sleeps
can't
with
be
her
trusted.
patients.
Yeah. She can't
Yeah,
be
that's a
trusted.
huge
Yeah.
yikes from me.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, I get it.
I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna be that bitch. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say it.
Yeah.
So okay, well, okay, we're agreed upon then. No Forte, no Maeve.
Yeah.
They're not to be trusted.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll give you some money, Ziggy.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I'll transfer money into your account, baby.
I need to pull some hours.
$250 an hour. Smile.
Oh, is that what we're getting paid now?
No,
No,
that's what
that's-
I'm getting paid as a doctor.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
you didn't hear about that.
Oh.
After the
This
election
has
results,
to be illegal.
Yeah, well,
Oh, it
yeah.
is.
After the election results, and Cantor was reelected, and as was Max, he went in and immediately changed doctor and EMS pay to $250 an hour because they did not support him.
Okay, you need to get a minimum wage act ASAP.
Yeah, no, that is already, yeah. Philippa and I have already been drafting one. We will be
Jesus
presenting it on
Christ.
Saturday. Yes,
Oh
that is the
my
other
God.
legislation we're working on. The thing is we didn't know it could go that low. That's why nobody's ever done that before. I thought the lowest it could go was like 500.
What a psycho.
But the thing is that's what people don't understand is like he was given all of this power, but he has divulged none of it. We don't know the details of any of it. Like we
He
don't
could
know
have
how do
nukes, guys. He could
how
have
do you
nukes.
legislate? How do you legislate something that you don't know the limits of? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
We're entering our own Cold War.
and this is literally like new territory. We've never had somebody this off the hinges in power before. And that's really saying something considering we had motherfucking Denzel Williams as a mayor.
True.
So now that he is doing things that actually allow us to go, okay, no, enough is enough, because not even now the federal government said, well, no, because this is where I'm drawing the line, and if I have to answer to the feds, then so be it. But something has to be done. Enough is enough. Somebody has to stop him, and I will be damned if it's not going to be me.
Yeah, nice.
And I know that's not what y'all want to hear.
That's what I want to hear.
With my last breath, I will make sure that he is removed from power. But
Hopefully it
in
doesn't come to
saying that, I am also a born and raised Texan. I am built different. I don't go down easy. So,
Oh, bitch. Yes. All right.
I pledge
yeah,
of
brother.
allegiance to the
Shut the
Texas
fuck up,
Stop,
Fluff.
no.
one
I am
state,
so
okay,
tired
God,
of
Wow.
listening to
one and
Cornwood
indivisible.
say that fucking
okay,
pledge
listen.
baby.
every fucking night.
I'm sorry,
Roll
but
Tide.
again,
No, that's
That's
Alabama.
Alabama.
again, I am
Don't
a
worry,
born
Richard,
and
I
raised
am
Texan,
Canadian,
and I
Adam.
have never heard any kind of pledge to Texas ever in my life.
What? I'm
No.
sorry. What?
I
I-
have never heard of a pledge to Texas in my
okay.
fucking entire life. I have
Having
never
grown up in Texas and gone to public school, we said it just after the Pledge of Allegiance.
No, we
to the...
never said it.
See,
Honor
I
the
thought you were
Texas flag.
Canadian.
No, I'm not Canadian. Oh my god.
I'm Canadian.
Yeah, he's Canadian.
No,
Fuck.
you act. You both act. You both look and act Canadian. You both.
No.
Like, see, you literally look like a Sasquatch.
I literally every outfit that I have includes cowboy boots. I'm literally wearing some. What
Just
the
because
fuck?
you try and be from Texas doesn't mean you are from Texas.
Oh,
Okay,
shit.
wait.
How dare you?
There
I
is
can't
a
believe
tried
this.
and true.
Hold on.
Hold on.
I need a
tried
gun right
and
now.
true
I
test.
need a gun right now.
There's a
Saying
test.
Ziggy's not Texas is like him saying you're not British.
That's fucked
Hold
up.
on. There is a tried and true test of knowing when somebody is a Texan or not. The stars at night are big, and bright.
Oh my god! I haven't heard
Finish
that in
it.
so fucking long.
Finish it.
Oh, it's been a while. The stars at night are big and bright. Something. Fuck! Oh my god, I'm forgetting it.
You're
You
failing.
choked.
Wow.
He choked. He's
All
not
right.
Texas.
I'm gonna go jump
This
off the
ain't
balcony.
Texas. We
Can we
are
just say
home.
that Bucky's
All right, hey,
Deep in the heart of Texas.
That is the new Texas anthem, frankly.
Oh my
Beyonce.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Can we
It's
get a
okay,
big
it's
sign that
alright.
just says "Welcome to Bucky's"?
Yes.
Oh fuck yes. Oh my
What?
god. I
Yeah.
really could go with some.
Yeah.
Yep, I want some beaver nuggets now.
They're too
Yeah.
sweet.
Is that like Dino Nuggets but beavers?
No,
Well, no, it's like puffed corn, drenched in like butter
Sugar.
and caramel, and it's
Oh
so
my
good.
god.
Oh my god,
What?
they're hella rich. Oh my god,
Pork?
but they're
my God.
they're like crack. You have no idea. Oh,
Yeah.
my mouth's watering just thinking about it.
I think I'm gonna get in the. Actually, I'm too fucking tired for that. Never mind.
What?
God, I want a burrito.
Oh my god, no! What?
Burrito.
They got the fucking jerky stand too.
Oh.
Every time I walk by, they got the fresh cut meats and the banana pudding.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the brisket sandwiches you can get, just already like prepped right then
I
and there
got a
on big
double
unit.
XL
Oh,
brisket
yeah.
sandwich last time. That shit actually weighed more than
A
my
small
life.
child.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
All right, we've derailed. There's 3 of you here who need sleep, so you should go and get that. Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my god! Hey, great.
Two,
Ooh,
at least.
Yeah.
I am not going to be sleeping anytime
Oh.
soon.
Okay. Well.
All right.
Oh,
Well,
fuck.
take it easy, guys. Keep in touch.
Yeah.
And
knock knock.
Yes.
Right.
who there?
Are you
The
leaving?
coffee. Remember.
Knock knock.
Go and get coffee. Knock knock. Who's there?
Not me.
Okay.
So stupid. I knew he was gonna do that.
Have a good night, guys.
Take it easy.
You too, Sean.
Ziggy,
Yes.
I'm so when Solomon called me, he said that he had something he had to do, but he'd be back in a couple of hours, and then we
Sure.
can do our thing.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Fine.
so that's why I'm going to be sticking around.
Oh right. Okay. Fair enough.
Okay.
All right. Let me change outfits. Okay.
Let me
Yeah,
have, please.
love you.
Bye.
Yeah.
Love you.
What do I wear?
All right.
Uh.
Huh?
Oh, there's a
Sure.
TV. Yeah.
Yeah, let me go eat.
Did I just show you the cameras that was watching the house?
I haven't seen them yet. I mean, I saw the angles from which they were took, but I haven't seen them.
Yeah, they were up on the house over there. So
Can we not take them down?
I can't see anything up there. So you need to. Oh, you get in.
Well, you did say that you were going to give me a little bit of money so I could buy a gun.
Oh, that's true.
So if you would stop
Do you
at
need a
that.
license, or do you see that?
I already have a license, so.
Where's the ATM?
We could just. There's a bank here in Toledo. No, we just make it left.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah. God, this is such a nice car. Fuck.
Pretty cheap too. It's only 22 grand.
Damn. Yeah. I'm gonna go make an outfit change as well. I'm gonna get dressed up like they don't know how I dress up, so I don't get fucking kidnapped.
You really think they're gonna target you like that?
Say again?
You think they're gonna target you like that?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I think so. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if they did the same to everybody else in the family.
How would they know that you are involved?
The assumptions, and they would just do it anyway.
Do you know who kidnapped whoever it was?
No, unfortunately. Actually,
How much you
it-
need there?
So the gun cost 10 grand, and then ammo costs like, I want to say like 4 grand after that if I want to have a decent bit, but that's, you don't need to do all of that.
I'll give you 15 and you
Okay,
can
yeah, that
you can pay me back. I'll charge you 10% a week, okay?
Okay.
Right, what's your
Alright.
state ID?
1267.
1267. Okay.
Mhm.
You don't know who it was?
Is I don't know me personally, but I was told that it was a group named the Besties. I don't know who that consists of.
Mm,
Yeah, I don't know.
I've heard of that.
Mm.
I'm trying to remember exactly who it is.
Mm.
I think if I remember, I think Forehead's name was thrown around on the radio.
Mm.
And I think it was like when I was hearing it, I was like, oh, that just sounds like, remember Gulag Gang?
Mm.
There
Mhm.
was like a couple members of those guys.
Yeah. Could
And then
you
there was
drop me over the house?